Nicki. Nicki. Seriously? What's going on here? What the, okay, so, welcome to my casual channel. I talk about anything casual or monumental here. This is a very monumental moment right now. Nicki Minaj versus Meg Thee Stallion, and all of the delusion that is popping up out of it is something to behold. It's actually really disturbing. Everybody is just Nicki is incredibly chronically online, and she needs to get off. She needs to get off. She needs to just, I don't know. I feel like she's having some sort of psychotic break that we're all witnessing, but due to the fact that she's an entertainer, we're kind of more so excited about it than anything. We're not really that concerned, because the same thing is happening with Kanye. Like, there are people that are recognizing that man is mentally ill. His reality is horrible. But we also are here for the tea, which is so okay, so you don't even need a synopsis, but I'm just gonna give one in case anybody's a little confused. I doubt you're confused. You're on this video. Meg dropped hiss, was not pointed at Nicki Minaj, might have been pointed at her husband, potentially, because she brought up Megan's Law, which is the law that is, I think, requires sex offenders to register as sex offenders. Nicki Minaj took it personal because her husband is a sex offender, and everybody keeps bringing that up. Everybody. That is one thing I will say. It is really disappointing that you could bring up a man's flaw. Like, both women are victims of just being reflections of a man's flaw. Meg is a victim of simply just constantly being re-victimized by the idea that she got shot. Literally, people bring up her getting shot as if like it's a reflection of her and her behavior, when it's just simply Tory Lanez behavior. Nicki Minaj is weaponizing her getting shot. Literally, stand up on your good foot, because Tory Lanez shot her. That's so disgusting. We don't even know what the heck incited Tory to do that, but we're acting like it was like not weird. People who put that against Megan, I hate saying that, her full name like that. People bring that up against Meg like she deserved it or something. But it's like, we have no idea what happened that night. We only know what's been proven. We know that Tory Lanez is guilty. He's gonna do his time. Stop bringing it up like it's her fault. What the hell? And then people are bringing up Nicki Minaj's husband's I was gonna say allegations. They're proven. They're real. Like, it happened. People are bringing up Nicki Minaj's husband's essay as if it's a how do you say the right thing here? People are bringing it up like as if she is like attached. She's attached to him because that's her husband. But the thing is like, she should stand on her own as an individual. She should not feel the need to like answer to that, because that's her husband's like flaw and horrible thing that has happened. And I believe that, like, I don't know, that just shouldn't be a reflection off Nicki Minaj, but it unfortunately is, because they're married. But the thing with the Tory Lanez thing is that it's like, Megan literally just existed, got shot, and now everybody's clowning her for it. That's so disgusting. So, speaking of hiss, I listened to hiss. It was like, okay. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy. It was like, fine. Nicki Minaj did not go, oh, no, Nicki Minaj, this is crazy. I'm about to ruin this girl's career. I'm about to really mess her up. I'm about to threaten her life. No, really, I would not be surprised if on the back end, Nicki Minaj is doing things much horrible than we, like, see in the public, for real. It's really sad, because I really don't want to see two women be pitted against each other, especially when they initially liked each other. You know, Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion have collabed before. It's like fun to see female rappers coming together in solidarity, literally just for the fact of that they both are relevant and, like, I don't know, would probably do well together. But like, it's just like disgusting as hell, because Nicki Minaj simply just heard hiss, got a little bit too hurt, was probably feeling like, oh, people are talking about SA and people are going to bring up my husband, so I need to shift the conversation to really just laying her out. And whether or not the things I say on the track are true, they're going to deflect from my husband, because I'm so tired of people bringing up my husband. She went on like an Instagram live rant that I listened to a couple minutes of, and I could hear her getting like super amped about it, being like, you don't play with my family. You don't play with my family. Are you gonna bring a Papa Bear? Don't you dare bring a Papa Bear. You know, it's like, no one mentioned your son, Nicki. She's like, you want to play with family? We'll play with family. That's what her whole entire live was, is like, yeah, if you say another thing about family, or I said that if people bring up my family, I'm coming for their necks. And here she is when, like, Megan did not say your name. Megan did not directly hint at your, she hinted. She didn't directly say your husband. She never brought up your son. I don't know her. I don't know anything about Meg. No. I know a few things about Meg, but just what the facts are is that she never brought up her son. Like, maybe if she brought up her son, this might be warranted, but it's like, shots were fired and they weren't even directly at you. I mean, kind of, because you're in association, but at the same time, like, Bigfoot is such a disgusting song, in my opinion. It's like I just said, it's a reflection of what Tory Lanez did to her, and you're like making fun of that, and you're also making fun of the fact that, like, oh, you're such a big girl. Like, look at you being a big girl with your big feet. Stand up with your big feet. Only one of them works. Like, there are only a couple bars in Bigfoot where I'm like, oh my god. Even though I hate this song, you have to recognize, like, an artist using their artistry. Some of the things are clever, but it's also disgusting. Like, she's a bully in this. She's really a bully. I don't understand how anybody could stand by this and be like, oh, you got her. No, seek help mentally. Like, figure out your demons. Figure out what makes you enjoy that, for real. It's so, actually, like, a woman got shot. Like, a woman got shot. The whole internet is, like, making a joke about it. I am 110% Team Meg. I just think that this is such a low moment for Nicki. This is such a low moment for Nicki. Ooh. Somebody mentioned in a YouTube video, I think it was Honest, the Honest YouTube channel, and they said, I would argue that it's Nicki who needs to stand up on her good foot. And I said, I mean, no lies are told. Nicki Minaj is really, like, ugly right now. She's really looking really, and you know what? Okay. Even when, Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma had their whole thing, I loved that diss track. No Frauds was solid. It was something you could bump to. I would listen to it right now and be like, I don't need to. And she came for her in a very respectable way. This is unhinged. This is not respectable. This is, I'm going to throw everything at you. I'm going to mention your dead mother. I'm going to not be fair because I thought that you mentioned my husband because he's a sex offender. Your husband is a sex offender, Nicki. Sorry. Shouldn't have married a sex offender. I'm sorry. Sorry that we brought up Megan's Law. It's literally a like. So since she brought up this law and didn't directly say your name, you all of a sudden got to bring up her dead parent, and you got to be like rude, and you got to bring up how she got a big body. You want a big body so bad, Nicki. And that's another thing is, like, I don't want to body shame, and I don't want to be that girl who's like, oh, well, she just looks so much. But in this instance, it's like, okay, you be paying for things that Megan just has naturally. What are we saying at all? Oh, you got liposuction. If she did, it looks 10 times better than yours. Even if she didn't have liposuction, even if she has some sort of adjustment to her body, she looks so much better than Nicki Minaj. Let's just be serious. Like, I don't think anybody cares. Oh, she got a big body. She got a big body. And she looks delicious. What are we saying, bro? The whole thing at the end, like, when you heal from your new nose, Nicki Minaj, you have been, like, known to poke fun at being made of plastic. And we all know the way you looked before you were famous and the way you look now is, like, versus the way Megan looked before she was famous versus the way she looks now, it's not as drastic. I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be that petty. It just feels really negative and rude. But I just feel like since we're being rude here, I just feel like people need to be so for real with Nicki Minaj right now. Like, she's being so horrible and ugly. I guess we are fighting fire with fire. And in a way, it almost feels like a war of colorism, because anytime a light-skinned woman goes against a dark-skinned woman, and she also mentions her dark chocolate in the song, and as a dark chocolate girl, and then also as a girl who loves Meg, I'm like, don't even, Nicki. Don't do it. Don't play into this age-old rivalry. Don't do it, because you've already been known to do it before, and it's like, every single person you come for as a woman is a darker-skinned woman, so, like, chill. I don't know. That's all my thoughts on Nicki Minaj versus Meg. It needs to stop. I'm embarrassed for Nicki. She's giving Kanye. If you support her, work on your own demons. Because I think that they're showing. If you, like, dig into Meg Thee Stallion's mother's grave, or if you are going hard for this, it's like, it's not nice. Not nice.